Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and hey y'all, it's me again, Savannah, back with another Reverse Review, a special tool for Reverse to be able to explain to their friends and family about the transition and the different things they're going through. So without further ado, here's the next Reverse Review just for you.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar,
So, the revert in your life has started wearing things different. They're wearing scarves. They're wearing hats that are different. They're wearing short pants and socks. And you're trying to figure out what is going on. So, I'm here to help explain that to you. Explain the sort of different the wardrobe changes that they are making in their lives, and just explain this to you a little bit so that you can understand what it is that they're doing, so that you can support your friend or family member, or at the very least not offend them. Now, while I am not an expert, I am a revert, and I wanted to take my experiences to be able to help you reverts out there to explain to your friends and family about the different changes we go through and the different lifestyle changes that we make. Now, the number one thing that you might notice that your friend or family member has changed about their wardrobe is the fact that they're dressing more modestly. Now, when I mean modest, it means that they are being more covered. They're not showing their body out in public as often or at all. And that is a part of worshiping Allah. It's a part of our faith. Now, you might hear controversial opinions about whether or not you have to cover in Islam or how much you have to cover in Islam. I am not here to debate that. I am not knowledgeable enough to even start to have that conversation with people. However, if you're noticing that the revert in your life has started making wardrobe changes, then this is probably going to be one of the main reasons why. In the Qur'an, in Surah An-Nur, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but Nur means light. Ayat 30 and 31. And it reads, "Say to the believing men that they cast down their glance and guard their private parts. That is pure for them. God is aware of the things they do. Say to the believing women that they cast down their glance and guard their private parts, and reveal not their adornment except such as is outward, and let them cast their veils, khamar, over their bosom, and reveal not their adornment except to their husbands, their fathers, or their husbands' fathers, or their sons, or their husbands' sons, or their brothers, or their brothers' sons, or their sisters' sons, or their women, or what their right hands own, or such men as attend to them, not having sexual desire, or children who have not yet attained knowledge of a woman's private parts, nor let them stamp their feet, so that their hidden ornament may be known, and turn altogether to God, O believers, so you will prosper." So that is the ayat that basically prescribes for you to cover. Now, is that one of the major pillars of Islam? No. So technically, to be a Muslim is not inclusive in this. However, in your journey in Islam, you want to be more like the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions and the other prophets that were laid out before us. We want to follow as closely to how they lived their lives, because they were the best of people. And if we live our lives like how they lived their lives, it will help protect us. Like it said in the ayat, it is better for you. So that is why a lot of Muslims change the way they dress. Basically, what is to be covered according to that ayat is you're supposed to cover your private parts. What are your private parts? Your private parts in Arabic is called your aura. Aura. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Anyway, basically, it is the area between your belly button and your knees. So you want to keep that covered at all times. That is your private parts. In the South, you know that's what your mama them used to call your private parts. Anyway, so we know what that is. However, when it comes to women, we also need to cover everything except for our hands and our face, according to Hadith. Again, not here for that argument. You should basically dress modestly according to what you feel. I cannot explain to you what the feeling is. When you start dressing more modestly, you have this iman. You get this boost in your iman, and that's your faith and your piety, your wanting to be connected to Allah, that wanting to have that oneness. That is your iman. And when you dress more modestly, you get this boost of iman that is just, it's so hard to explain. Like, again, I couldn't convey the feeling to you if I tried, and I know that's sad because I'm a poet. And if you give me some time to think about it, maybe you'll see it turn up in midweek speaks. Self-plug. No shame. Anyway, the more you do, the more you're going to want to do. I am so sorry if y'all hear my washing machine going off in the back. I forgot to turn it off before I started recording this video, and I'm really trying to get this video done so I can get to Juma. It's Juma, y'all. Juma Mubarak. That is why they will start dressing more modestly according to their comfort level. You want to cover your aura. Your aura is your private parts. It differs with men and women. However, women also want to cover what may be adorned. When it says your adornments, a lot of the scholars and the hadith will point out that that is what can be adorned. So you can wear bangles on your wrists. So you want to cover your wrist. You can wear earrings. So you want to cover your ears. You can wear necklaces, so you want to cover your neck and your chest and your décolletage. You can do all kind of crazy fancy stuff with your hair, so you obviously want to cover your hair, and covering your head is a sign of humility anyway before Allah. You also want to cover your feet because you can wear toe rings and henna on your feet and anklets and all type of jazzy stuff. And you also don't want to wear shoes that click and make a lot of noise, because every time you hear, I don't know what show it was I was watching, but they were like the clacker. You hear that sound every single time somebody walks down the hall. It's this clack, 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 clack. They call them the clackers. That's what the shoes do, and you don't want to make that noise because it draws attention to yourself. So basically, you're trying not to draw unnecessary or undue attention to your beautification. So the changes you might see for men, they might start wearing kufis. A kufi is a hat. It is called different things in different languages. It is not mandatory to wear. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ used to always keep his head covered according to hadith as a sign of piety and humbleness before Allah. In different regions, the kufi is called different things. You might also notice the male revert in your life starting to wear short pants. Whereas in the time of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, it was considered arrogant to wear long trousers that dragged on the ground, and you basically ruined clothes. And if you had money to waste clothes like that, then you were basically bragging. It's like basically what it is when the rappers and stuff got the big chains and all of that extra stuff that just seems really unnecessary. It's too brag, it's too boast, and that is something that is not pleasing to Allah. So the revert in your life, he might start wearing hawaters, as we call them. He might be flooding, you know what I'm saying? And he's doing it as a worship act to Allah. He might also start trying to grow a beard. Now, it's not easy for every man to grow a beard, but they might strive to grow a beard as a sign of piety again, and to emulate the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Also as a way of displaying their masculinity and the difference between man and woman. That is a whole nother conversation. We're not going there today, but you also might notice that the male revert in your life always keeps his shoulders covered and his arms covered. He might only wear like maybe short sleeve shirts, but not like wife beaters and tank tops. He also is probably not going to go outside without a shirt on. So you might also notice that the man stops wearing shorts. Basically, you start to feel shame in the things that are beautiful. Not shame in the sense that you are ashamed of them. Shame in the sense is, I don't want you to see. It's mine. It's mine. Allah gave it to me, and I can share it with whoever the heck I want to share it with, and I don't have to share it with you, and I don't want to. So women reverts in your lives might start wearing A hijab, a headscarf. They may wear it in the traditional sense that covers your bosom, as the Qur'an pointed out, and it also covers the head, ears, and neck so that the adornments are covered. However, there are turban styles. There are the back knot, sort of Indian ivory, sort of, you know, neo-soul chick sort of style. There is the African styles that go up. There are tons of different ways that a woman can wear a scarf. I am not here to debate whether or not that is wrong. It is her choice. It is 100% her choice. She does it to serve her creator, not to make anyone else happy. What's up, Poppy? Poppy wanted to say hey to y'all. I don't know if y'all know, Poppy is a girl. Like, my daughter named her, and it's not like Poppy Chulo. It's like Poppy, what's her name from Trolls? Princess Poppy. Yeah, she went through a phase. Any hooties, the female revert in your life will start to wear long sleeves and loose clothing that is not tight. Now, there are levels to this stuff, okay? So the women have so many more options because we love options, don't we, ladies? High five. Anyway, the female revert in your life might start wearing a khimar, which is a larger scarf that's like really long, and it can go like waist length or it can go like ankle length, and it's an outer garment and it covers everything. An abaya, which is just basically like a dress that's more loose fitting that covers everything, and it is an outer garment as well that you can put over whatever you choose, but you don't have to think about modesty when you're putting on an abaya or khimar. You just put it on and walk out the house. You're not worried about I don't mean you're not worrying about modesty, but you're not worried about putting on layers to make sure everything that you want covered is covered. It's all covered when you put on khimar or abaya or jilbab, which is 2 pieces, and that's like a scarf top thing and like skirt thing. Excuse me if I am getting this stuff wrong, because it's not available in the malls here. So research, shawty. The females in your life may also start wearing a niqab or a burqa. Those give like ultimate coverage. It's debatable whether or not it's mandatory in Islam. Most scholars say it is not. It is. Let me not start throwing Arabic words out at y'all right now until I research that, because I might be telling you wrong. But basically they're saying that it's not mandatory, but it's something that you can do, and it's up to you if you want to do it or not. But a lot of the niqabi ladies that I have spoken to, the reason they do it is because it's just like the highest level, some of the highest level of modesty that you can do, because you're covering your face. And I mean, you know, Allah made everybody beautiful in their own right. So she may feel like, you know, I'm gorgeous and I don't want you to see my face. And I respect that. Let me just put that out there. I don't feel any woman should be forced to wear anything, and I don't think any woman should be mommy duties. I don't think any woman should be forced to wear anything, and I don't think any woman should be forced to not be able to wear anything. I think it is a woman's choice what she wants to wear. It is her body, and it is her God-given right to be able to choose how modest or how immodest she would like to be. Now, that's that. Moving on, the female revert in your life, if she has taken it to a level that she is wearing niqab, then she is probably wearing gloves, and that again is just a individual choice of whether or not you want to be that modest. It is just levels to this stuff, okay? And then she also, whether she is hijabi all the way to niqabi, she might wear socks, because like I said, everything that can be adorned should be covered, and feet are included. From my understanding, it's everything except hands and face. Again, not a scholar, not here for that conversation. I'm just trying to explain to you why the revert in your life is wearing things that they are wearing, not wearing the things they are no longer wearing. I feel that conversation is now complete. Inshallah, we will be back with another reverse review. I'm not sure what it's going to be on as of yet. Eventually, we're going to do a Ramadan preparation reverse review, I believe. Or if not reverse review, we might start doing some Monday blogging, video shooting. Stay tuned. In the meantime and in between time, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, ring the bell, y'all. Ring the bell. In case nobody told you today, I love you. Jumar Mubarak. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace out. Bye, y'all.